Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with USL Dunkerque. This is going to be the final episode of the season, unless we finish 18th, then there'll be another one. But we shouldn't finish 18th because in the last episode, if you missed it, it was a triple header. We did something spectacular. We won 2 games in a row, 3-0 against Concarneau and Tours, relegating Tours in the process. Concarneau dropping all the way down to 18th place as well. Today, the final 2 games of the season, Brest, a team up in 6th place, who are still chasing for a playoff spot, and then Paris FC, who are still fighting for survival, but I think by the time we play Paris FC, they will probably be down. As you're probably aware, there's been no matches in between episodes, so we're going to jump straight into the first match. Brest away from home. The final 2 games of the season are going to be away from home. I'm hoping it doesn't mean that we're just going to be awful. I'm hoping we can carry on our decent run of form. Let's go for another 3-0 victory against Brest. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. Dylan Silva will be the goalkeeper. Zabara, Toure, Mendy and Katranis will be the back 4. Gideon Waha will be the defensive midfielder. Connor Coventry and Sambu Sissoko will be the box-to-box midfielder today because Simon Bogle has picked up 46 yellow cards and therefore is suspended for another match. Yasin Fekir is going to be the advanced playmaker with Levan Grimradze and Ellie Ewan as the 2 strikers. Those 2 in the last couple of games have been spectacular together. Hopefully they can keep it up. Brest are playing a 4-4-2. The last team to play a 4-4-2 against us got beat 3-0. It's written in the stars, everyone. We're going to beat Brest 3-0. Fact, that's how this game works. I think all we need to do, we need to get 2 more points from the last couple of games, unless other things go our way, which they might do, which they probably should do. We're 1-0 down after 1 minute 15 seconds. I said earlier, or if I didn't, I meant to say, I'm expecting to lose this game, so I'm not too fussed that we're 1-0 down at the moment. Would like to have held on for a little bit longer than 1 minute and 15 seconds. If other results go our way, we should be fine at the end of this match, hopefully, that we won't be able to get relegated. If things start going a little bit awry, like teams who are chasing us start winning some games, then there might be a little bit of a concern going into the Paris game. Ellie Ewan with the ball, Connor Coventry, who's only got 2 games left of his Dunkerque career. Zabara tries to cross it in, but can't manage to do it, and we're going to be 2-0 down through the counter-attack. Seriously, game? Again, these are just the worst goals. They've hit the post, the goalkeeper falls over, it hits the goalkeeper on the back and rolls in. I said I'm not going to be annoyed that I'm losing this game, but when stuff like that happens, how can you not be annoyed? We do need to hope that teams like Lyon Duchère, Concarneau and Paris lose their game, because at the moment, if they win their games, they could catch us. If they lose their games, they shouldn't be able to catch us. I'm concerned. Tours are winning. They're already relegated. That's probably a good thing. Throw on for Brest after half an hour. We've managed to smash it up the field though. Grimradze controls it. Lovely control. He's got Ellie Ewan in the middle and he has equalised. He's not equalised. We've conceded 2, haven't we? Because I'm an idiot. Ellie Ewan has suddenly turned into a goal-scoring machine once again like he was at the start of the season. Let's get another goal. Let's go in at half-time 2-2, shall we? Good bit of football there from Grimradze. 5 minutes to play of the first half. It's been fairly entertaining, I'd say. We've dropped down to 14th place, because I guess Clermont Foot are winning their game. But the good news is Concarneau now will not be able to catch us if things stay this way. And ultimately, that is the goal. Nimes have scored against Concarneau right near the end of the half. Nope, they're 3-0 up. They are 3-0 up. So, it doesn't really matter what happens now, because I doubt Concarneau are going to be able to turn that around. No changes at half-time. I probably should have done some, because basically my entire midfield is playing awful. Coventry, Sissoko and Fekir on 6.4s to a 6.5. They're now going up a little bit though. Dylan Silva with a goal kick for us finds Baba Toure. Slowly moves it forward, finds Alexi Zabara, who's picked up a yellow card, runs inside, keeps going. The youngster tries to slip the ball through, controls it again, and instead loses out. And now the counter-attack for Brest. Genti on the left-hand side, number 36, cuts inside. What a tackle that is from big Gideon Waha. And now we can hopefully counter-attack. Long ball upfield to Levan Grimradze. He's got Ellie Ewan there, he's gone it alone. It wasn't the best opportunity, it's still 2-1. Just over the hour mark, Connor Coventry is going to be coming off. We're going to bring on Teddy Buriad. Teddy Buriad hasn't really played a huge amount this season. Let's give him a run out. I think he's actually only played like 2 games. Baba Toure also not playing very well. We're going to bring on Samuli Kanunen, who isn't a central defender, but we're going to do it anyway. He's actually a left back. If we can get an equaliser, I'll be happy. If we can't, I'm not too fussed. Concarneau still losing 4-0 down now against Nimes. They're not going to be able to catch us, so we will be playing League 2 football next season. Kanunen with a throw on to Gvinradze, back to Kanunen, ball upfield. Zabara's running onto it. Why is Zabara so far up there? And he's put it into the back of the net. Samuli Kanunen with the assist. Alexi Zabara with his 4th goal of the season. We're going to pick up a point against Brest if it stays this way. We're going to do a final sub as well. Katranis for Chuacha. Katranis is absolutely shattered. Chuacha, his contract is up at the end of the season, so this is possibly the last time he will ever play in a Dunkerque shirt because he refuses to sign a new one. We are going to be picking up a solitary point against Brest, but it is more than enough to keep us in this league. There's 40 seconds left to play, and Brest do have the ball. It could be a goal coming here. It's not. It's gone all the way through. It's going to be a goal kick. Dylan Silva should hopefully waste enough time for us to draw 2-2 away from home, and that is our 5th game undefeated in a row. That is actually quite impressive now, considering we went 7 without winning to go 5 without losing. Quite happy with that. Nimes have done us a massive favour. The champions, they are the champions now as well, beating Concarneau 5-0, meaning Concarneau can now not catch us. We are going to be finishing no lower than 16th place in the table. Finally, genuinely, as I said at the start of the season, this was a transitional season. This was not the transition I was talking about, down back to the champion national. It was more, let's finish about mid-table, let's build a squad, so next season we've got a half-decent team. Now we are guaranteed League 2 football next season. Hopefully we can do that and hire some coaches and physios in the summer, which is literally the only transfer targets I have right now. The final game of the season and nothing left to play for either side. We could, in theory, finish 12th in the table. Probably unlikely. Paris FC could finish bottom if they lose and Tours actually win a game, but Tours are playing the champion, so I seriously doubt Tours are actually going to get anything. So let's have a bit of fun, shall we? We might actually be forced to have some fun because Zabara, Katranis, Ella and Mendy are all out, injured or suspended. We need an entirely new back four. I have to admit, it's going to be difficult to win the game with some of the changes that we've made. In goal is going to be Axel Maraval, making his first start for a few games. The back four, Rayan Kaliaud, who is a 16-year-old right back who is leaving the club next season, not this season, next season to go to Brentford. He's been this transfer's been agreed for 3 years now. He's still not left the club, so he is going to make his first ever appearance for us, and probably his last ever appearance for us. Babatore and Samuli Kanunen will be the two central defenders. Hassan Mbaye will be the left back. Hassan Mbaye is this man. He's a Senegalese left winger that came through our youth system a while ago. We've managed to retrain him up to be a left back, slightly. So he's going to get an actual game as that left back, 18 years old. I do have him loan listed. I'd like someone to maybe pick him up next season. It's unlikely. Let's stick him in the shop window, shall we? The midfield is what we usually expect. Gideon Waha, Connor Coventry and Simon Bogle. Connor Coventry will be playing his last ever game for the club. I've tried to extend his loan. They don't want to do it. They want £2,500 a week for his loan. Can't afford it, got no money. So this will be the final time Mr. Coventry will be wearing a Dunkerque shirt for the foreseeable future. Bafana Dimitri, the Madagascan advanced playmaker. Actually, he was left winger. I'm training him up to be an advanced playmaker. He's going to be also making his debut today. Eli Ewan and Levan Gvinradze will also be playing as the two strikers. Eli Ewan will be playing his final game for the club as well because his contract is up at the end of the season and he doesn't want to sign for us because he wants way too much money. And I always do this. You two need to be that way round because Ewan plays a lot better as the pressing forward. The subs bench filled with normal people. It will be the last time Mr. Giovanni Chirazza will potentially wear a USL Dunkerque shirt. Same with Boubacar Silla. He will be leaving at the end of the season. There's quite a few players who will be leaving at the end of the season. We will probably go through that either at the start of next episode or at the end of this one. Let's get into the Paris FC game, shall we? I don't know how good Paris FC actually are in real life. I'm assuming they're not great. And I think, obviously, by the fact that they've been relegated, they're probably not very good in this game either. So hopefully we can pick up a victory. But like I said, with all the changes that we've got, all the youngsters playing, might be a little bit of a challenge. Maraval with a goal kick, 9 minutes on the clock. Mbaye with the ball upfield finds Eli Ewan. Is Ewan going to make it 1-0? He somehow gets tackled, I think, but we do win a corner. Probably Gideon Waha to take the corner. Yes, it is. It's deep. It's gone to Gvinradze straight at Dillo, though, who makes an easy save. We've dropped down to 14th place. We've moved back up to 13th place. I don't really know what's happening down there. Cagliari's header forward, but only finds one of the Paris FC players. Akichi across, finds Pay, cuts inside. Aya goes for goal into the bottom, and we are 1-0 down to Paris FC. We've moved up to 13th place. We'll soon drop down to 14th again, I reckon. Weirdly, we're probably the better side. We're having a lot more shots, a lot more chances, but Paris have managed to break the deadlock. Akichi plays a lovely little back heel to the right back. Akichi once again to Pay the right back. We need to nick the ball off him, or Mbaye is going to get himself sent off. Vinicius across to Paro. Paro had 2 players for company, plays it all the way back to Dillo. Long ball upfield over the halfway line, and oh my word, who was number 4? Because he's just had an absolute shocker. Is that Babatore? It is Babatore. He just, again, Babatore makes so many mistakes. Next season, I said earlier, we're looking for physios and fitness coaches and central defenders. We don't have many. We've got Torre and Rodriguela. That's it. We need more. Corner for Waha to take. 2-0 down, obviously. It's Ellie Ewan. Stoops low to get the ball, but hits it over the bar. We're getting close, but for some reason, we can't seem to score a goal. Throw on for Paris. Waha gets the ball, but Akichi intercepts it. Manduki back to Akichi once again. There's been a lot of yellow cards I've just seen in this game. 5 in 35 minutes. Diallo runs forward, the left back cuts inside, crosses in. We've hit the post, or they've hit the post, sorry, and we've managed to clear the ball. Corner for Paris FC. 2 minutes of the first half to play. Is it going to be 3-0? Ribbelin to Akichi. He keeps getting all of the ball. It's managed to hit one of our players. I think it's Simon Bogle. I can tell from his ginger head. Lovely tackle from Bogle as well. Paro, though, gets the ball. Another tackle there, this time from Rayan Cagliard. Connor Coventry forward. Levan Gvimradze, the Georgian international, keeps going, goes across. He's hit the top of the bar and is over the goal. We do get to see the goal kick, though. Dillo, long ball over the halfway line. Kanunen heads forward, who's picked up a yellow card as well. Bogle can't win the header. Gideon Waha, the ball-winning midfielder, or the defence midfielder, actually. Dimitri Bafana, or Bafana Dimitri, I can't remember what way round it is. Rayan Cagliard gets tackled because he's not very good at football, and I'm kind of glad that Brentford are paying £500,000 for him. Aya now runs onto the ball. It's going to be 3-0. It's not 3-0. Paris FC are dominating us, and I'm really not liking this, because they're not very good at football. Haidara's corner. It's gone to Ribbelin. It's a lovely slide tackle from Simon Bogle, and it's going to be a free kick because the corner taker was offside. Half-time then, and we are doing pretty badly. We're going to give everyone a lovely aggressive team talk. Where's your passion? Where is your passion? Do you even want to win this match? Right, we're going to do some changes as well. Cagliard is coming off for Boubacar Sylla. The last time, Mr. Boubacar Sylla will be blessing the field wearing a Dunkerque shirt. And I think Cagliard hasn't really been playing too well. And Mbaye also, the left back, also hasn't been playing too well. Nor has Dimitri. Actually, no one's been playing too well, have they? Let's give him a demand more. We are 10 minutes in. Torre with a throw-on to Gvimradze. Back to Torre, the central defender taking throw-ons. Crosses in, easily claimed from Dillo. Now our one good central defender is massively out of position. Dillo, luckily for us, takes his time, kicks it long upfield though. Aya controls it, who already has 2 goals to his name. He is on a hat-trick. Diallo plays it across. Akichi, Ribbelin, maybe? Ribelin. Sure, whatever his name is, and we're 3-0 down. We are 3-0 down. Mons Basumina with the goal. What's happened here? Like this is definitely a match that we should be winning comfortably. We've ruined our goal difference. We've dropped down to 15th place now. Luckily, we're not going to get relegated, because on this performance, we should be getting relegated, because we are awful right now. Paris FC playing amazingly for some reason as well. I bet their manager kicking himself. Dimitri Bafana has only bloody scored, hasn't he? Bafana Dimitri, the Madagascan, his 9th goal of the season, his first ever goal for the first team, 8 for the reserves. What a free kick that is from the youngster. We're not back into this game. We've got 12 minutes to play, but at least we've scored. Final few minutes then, let's give Connor Coventry a round of applause. Let's give Ellie Ewan a round of applause as well. Next season, Gvimradze, Mushashvili, that will be our strike partnership. And I'm hoping, because they can both speak the same language, it's going to make a decent bit of impact. I don't know whether this is a highlight because of the subs or because it's an actual proper highlight. I think it's because of the subs. Well, it's quite a shocking way to end the season, isn't it? A 3-1 defeat against relegated Paris FC away from home. I'm not. I mean, I'm just going to say I'm not too fussed. I am fussed. This is the type of match where we really should have won it. Valencians have managed to beat Concarneau 3-0, which means Concarneau will be going into that relegation playoff, and not us, which is good. Paris FC with the ball, the full-time whistle goes. What was that for a performance? We had shots. We had loads of shots. We just didn't do anything. Always love doing this at the end of the season. Let's give them aggressive team talk. Come in tomorrow. I don't know why they're coming in tomorrow. We have no more games. So the end of the season, we finish in 15th place. It's not ideal, but I think, given the performances that we had, particularly through January, February, March, April and May, I think 15th is reasonable. I will take that. I think first half of the season, if we actually look, where do we look? We go stages. If we go first half of the season, we were okay. We were actually above average. Second half of the season, we were pretty bad. So our second half of the season performance is where we fell over. 10 defeats in 19 games. In the first half, what was that? 9 defeats in 19. Okay. Weirdly, there's not too much different, but we're a lot further down the table. We're going to keep going forward because I want to find out what our transfer budgets and salaries and things like that are going to be for next season. I'm hoping as well there is a takeover. I'm hoping we get a takeover which gives us at least wipe the debt, give us a nice wage budget of like 90 grand a week. Then we can start looking at bringing in some physios, things like that. Central defenders, they'll be useful as well. We will see. End of season awards then. So the overall best 11, what changes do we have? Sambu Sissoko was the pick of 4 players to join. So Sissoko's moved into midfield with Gideon Waha. Wallace has also managed to break in Batista Mendy as well. Although I think Mendy's on the bench. Yes, he is. And so is Alexi Zabara, makes it onto the bench as well. I think that's a reasonable look inside. I think Valentin Candas probably shouldn't be in there. That should be Andy Faustin, if I'm perfectly honest. End of the season awards then. Gideon Waha gets fans player of the season. He also gets managers player of the season as well. Alexi Zabara second with Batista Mendy in third. Zabara getting signing of the season and goal of the season. Catranis, young player of the season. That doesn't make sense to me because we signed Catranis at the same time as Zabara and they're both young. So how does this work? Surely, if you win signing of the season, you should also get... Doesn't matter. Anyway, team of the year, Silva in goal. Catranis, Ella, Mendy, Zabara. Traore, Coventry, Waha, Wallace, Mushashvili and Eli Ewan. I think that's pretty standard there. Quick look at the stats. Ewan was our top goal scorer, considering he didn't score for about a year and a half. That's quite impressive. Catranis was our highest average rating. The missing piece of the puzzle is Alexandros Catranis, isn't it? 7 assists this season. Fekir actually gets the best pass completion. Catranis, man of the match awards, most yellow cards and most red cards as well. Let's take a look then at this Alexi Zabara goal, which I believe is in the French Cup against Ententa. Fekir across to Zabara, doesn't even hesitate, smashes it first time into the bottom corner. 3-1 victory there, good goal for the young right-back. Season review. Dunkerque had been expected to struggle for much of the season and find themselves entrenched in the bottom of the standings, and so it proved a disappointing campaign, full of frustration. You are right. Dunkerque were one of the competition's feel-good stories? Really? Defying expectations, mainly thanks to an impressive spell of form between April and May, the 4 games, and climbing as high as 4th at their peak. Not in April or May though, was it? That was probably about October. Squad dynamics. We've managed to get another team leader who is going to be leaving the club soon. So we've basically, over the last couple of years, we've lost a lot of team leaders. Gideon Waha has moved up to be a team leader now, which is great. Boubacar Sylla is going to be leaving the club, which is not great. We need 3 team leaders, really. I'm hoping you see here you've got the Andy Faustins, Wallace, Rodrigue Ella, Dylan Silva, Baboy Traore, Babatori. These are players who are still going to be here next season. Axel Maraval as well, going to be here next season. So hopefully they can move up into that team leader position. What are we going to do next season? What are we actually going to do? Next season, optimistic we can fight against relegation? Mid-table, let's try it. What do they reckon? They're happy with mid-table. Good. I don't think we're going to get mid-table somehow. End of season confidence review. So they're happy. They were happy with our 3-0 victory against Concarneau, which basically kept us in the league. The main complaint is you have not taken enough action to reduce the club's wage expenditure. It's impossible to do it if nobody wants to buy our players. I can't just stop paying people because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Budgets for next season then are not good reading. £76,000 per week and a transfer budget of 0. We're not going to get any physios or fitness coaches next season either, are we? We're going to trim off a large amount of money from our wage bill because there's a lot of players. I think it's about £12,000 a week worth of players leaving the club at the end of the season, but it's still not enough. We are also not going to be expanding our stadium, which is fine. We need to expand it by 3,001 capacity because we need 7,000 or something like that. So yeah, we are just under 5,000. Interesting news, we're offered a new contract. This is, what are we currently getting paid? What's my existing? £2,000. Do you know what? I'm tempted because it makes it harder for them to sack me to put it up a little bit more. So yeah, we're just going to accept what they've got. It's a 2-year deal. Is my current contract up soon? It is. Didn't even know that. Definitely need to sign this one quickly before the new board comes in. It looks like Concarneau have also been relegated after losing to Bastia on away goals. They lost 1-0 in the first leg. They won the second leg 2-1. But this man, Khalid Maziani, maybe, something like that, scores the winning goal. He's quite good, although he can't finish. For a striker, can't finish, which is a worry. Scored 14 goals in 59 games for Bastia. He will be playing in League 2 next season. I am so glad I have not ended the episode just yet. Consortium targets Dunkerque takeover. So, apparently, we'll get replaced by Pascal Gastien as the manager. He's very good. I feel like that's probably fine. Please don't say he's wanted by Dunkerque. He's wanted by JSO. Good. We will get replaced as manager, apparently. Consortium leader Jean-Francois Larue hinted at the appointment to Le Ten Sport, or Le 10 Sport, possibly, because it's French. The Union Sportive Littoral Dunkerque board have placed an embargo upon transfers as a result of the rumours regarding a possible takeover. These restrictions will remain in place until the outcome of any takeover has been resolved. He's in talks. He is in talks. Right, we're going to go forward then and see what happens with this takeover. We've got some end of season awards and we've actually won something, kind of. So, I believe this is the best goalkeeper. Wasn't ours. Best manager. Wasn't me. I believe this is best footballer and best goalkeeper. So, we've got Dylan Silver as the third place best goalkeeper for whatever this whatever this award is. But I'll take that, third place. For a team that finished pretty badly in the league, I will be very happy with that. Commercial summary then. This is quite interesting. We've got a new kit sponsorship deal worth £1 million a year more than our previous one. 180,000 from last year, 1.2 million this year. That will be very useful if we can actually use it. Sponsorship obviously has gone up from 205 to 207. A few things have gone down, although Matchday Commercial and Retail has gone down from the same number to the same number. Broadcast revenue has increased slightly as well. Prize money's gone down because we didn't do so well in all competitions. We're now on the 16th of June, and we've got a little update about the takeover. The talks continue. Reports are coming in that there has been a breakthrough in the USL Dunkerque takeover talks. According to MaxiFoot, discussions between Dunkerque chairman, blah, 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 and the head of the takeover bid, blah, 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 are going well, and there could be an announcement in the next few days. We're sticking with it until it happens. We're almost in pre-season, by the way. Son of a bitch. The takeover's collapsed. That is awful news. That is really bad news. So what happened? They didn't have enough money to perform the takeover. Then why bother trying? Like, that just seems dumb to me. If you're sat there with 14 quid in your bank, you don't go, I'm going to buy a football club. Work the money out first, then go for the takeover. Anyway, I guess that's going to end the episode there. Personal message from our board then, what's he saying? So there still might be... So, hold on. I have not got... Talks with Jean-Francois Larue, who was our old chairman... who was the potential new chairman... have not gone well, but it would be unwise to rule out the possibility of him investing in the club in the future. So he might be back in. Our transfer embargo has been lifted. It's not good news because financially we are in a dire position. We need to trim off, I think, £5,000 off the wage budget just to get under the wage budget. And we still won't have any physios or fitness coaches. That is going to do it then for this episode. Thank you very much for joining and thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and I will see you next time for the start of Season 5, which is not going to be a very easy season at all.